Hello everyone. Today I discuss about finite automata with output. Finite automata may have outputs corresponding to each transition. Finite automata has limited capability of either accepting a string or rejecting a string. Acceptance of string was based on the reachability of a machine from starting state to final state. Finite automata can also be used as an output device. Such machines do not have a final state. Machine generates output on every input. There are two types of finite state machines that generate outputs. First is Mealy Machine and second is Mealy machines. First we discuss about Mealy Machine. What is Mealy Machine? A Mealy Machine is a finite state machine whose output depends on the present state as well as the present input. Output depends on present state as well as input. It can be described by 6 tuples, where 6 tuples are Q. Q is a finite set of states. Sigma is a finite set of symbols called the input alphabet. O is a finite set of symbols called the output alphabet. Delta is the input transition function, where delta from Q cross sigma to Q. X is the output transition function, where X from Q cross sigma to O, and Q0 is the initial state from where any input is processed, and Q0 belongs to Q. The state table of Mealy Machine is shown here. In this state table, present state, next state, in next state, input symbol as well as output, state and output. So you are at state A, next input is 0 and you reached at state B. So simple transition diagram: starting state A, input symbol is 0, then next state is B. Here state A, input is 1, then next state is C. So draw the state transition diagram for Mealy Machine according to this state table. In Mealy Machine, input is associated with input as well as output state. So note down this table so you can easily draw the state transition diagram. The state transition diagram of the given state table for Mealy Machine is: starting state A, input symbol is 0, then next state is B and output is X1, which is associated with input symbol. Next input symbol is 1. From A to 1 you reached at state C. Then what is the output? Output is X1. So X1 is associated with input symbol 1. Next considered input state as B. So from B to 0, next state is B. Then what is the output? Which is X2. So input symbol is 0 and output is X2. Next B to 1 reach at state D. Then what is the output? Which is X3. Next state is C. Then C to 0 reach at state D and output will be X3. Next C to 1, output is X1. Next D to 0 input state, D2 0 state is D and output is X1, D2 1 output is X2. So according to state transition table of Mealy Machine, state transition diagram for Mealy Machines. Now Mealy Machine. Mealy Machine is a finite state machine whose output depends on only the present state. A Mealy Machine can be described by 6 tuples, where Q is a finite set of states, sigma is a finite set of symbols called the input alphabet, O is finite set of symbols called the output alphabet, delta is the input transition function, where delta from Q cross sigma to Q, X is the output transition function, where X from Q to O, Q0 is the initial state from where any input is processed, and Q0 belongs to Q. Show the Mealy Machine state transition table. In this state transition table, give the present state, next state with input symbol and what is the output. In Mealy Machines, output is associated with input. Just note down this transition table so we can easily draw the state transition diagram. Start from input symbol A. Give the input 0, then reach at state B. Then what is the output? X2, which is associated with A. Now from A to 1, which state reached? Reach at state C. Also output X2. Next B to 0, reach at B. Output is X1. Next B to 1, state is D and output is X1. Now C to 0, state C and output is X2. C to 1, D, output is X2. D to 0, output is D and state output is X3. D to 1, D and output is X3. Then what is the main difference between Mealy Machine and Mealy Machine? So Mealy Machine's output depends both upon the present state and present input, while Mealy Machine output depends only upon the present state. Generally Mealy Machine has fewer states than Mealy Machine, and Mealy Machine have more states than Mealy Machines. Mealy Machine's value of the output function is a function of the transitions and the changes when the input logic on the present state is done, while in Mealy Machine the value of the output function is a function of the current state and the changes at the clock edges whenever state change occurs. Mealy Machines react faster to inputs. They generally react in the same clock cycle, while in Mealy Machines more logic is required to decode the outputs, resulting in more circuit delays. They generally react one clock cycle later. Thank you.